One timeout as we dive under 2 minutes. And Flynn with it on the ground. A couple of yards with Javius Bond as they go with the two backs. A small thing like you just showed us.
Small things that are big things. And that was something we heard those players say to us a lot during, meetings throughout the week.
This pass is incomplete in this one. 2nd and 7 for the Pirates. Garcia shoveling on the inside for Shane Calhoun, his tight end, but 2 flags come down here.
4 wideouts for Brumfield. Michigan's going to come with an extra rusher, and down goes Brumfield again, and it's the same guy.
Yep, one of those defensive ends.
So far, so good. First 2 weeks, that's for sure. And the Rebels are just going to keep it on the ground here, pick up 3. And that might be the last play. We'll see.
Michigan missed the line. They got a linebacker on a wide receiver.
Brumfield is going to run again.
Doesn't matter.
Short of the first down by Mason Graham.
Good formation for UNLV. They had a matchup they could use, but not enough time to do it.
Graham, nice job of playing off his blocker. The 27 on that one and into Michigan territory. Here comes the ball out. Picked up on one hop, though. And it's going to be a loss on the play. Play clock late. Johnson. Nowhere to go.
3rd and 14. Kaliakmanis feeling the pressure. He is drilled in the backfield by Mason Graham.
See, now I talked about Mason Graham being a wrestling state champion. Wrestlers know how to use their leverage and their hands. Mason Graham uses his hands to just fight through the block and throws off the center and gets to the quarterback. It's just outstanding technique. I think Harbaugh talked about block destruction. That was a block destruction right there. They were great on 3rd down, great on 4th down, and they're kind of continuing that trend tonight.
Evans.
And they're doing a better job here in the 3rd quarter against this Minnesota run game.
That toughness, that intensity that they play with, but it's also how many guys they can get in there to stay fresh. And another just beautiful play by Mason Graham.
They have figured some things out in defending this run game.
First down and 10 at the 25 for IU. And they'll run it. Not a lot of room for their quarterback, Brendan Sorsby, as Mason Graham. I like this young guy here. Sophomore from Anaheim, California, went to Servite High School. He was a wrestler in high school, went to the state championship. Had a chance to meet with him yesterday, playing with that big old thing on his hand. I don't know, what do you call that, Joe?
He's got the club.
He's got the club.
That's right.
Real jolly young man that can really play and understands leverage as a former wrestler. 2nd down and long. Over the middle. Incomplete. Indiana kind of falling apart here now. Mason Graham with pressure. So on 4th and 3, Indiana going for it. Sorsby in trouble, lost the ball, picked up. Michigan has it. How about the big fella Mason Graham? Picks up the fumble, advances the football, and the California native helps turn away Indiana.
In his 6th year of college football, Malik Carr, the motion man, that's the general target on 3rd down. 7 to go here. Hauser hit as he throws, incomplete to the outside for Foster.
Ways you don't know exactly where it's coming from. A lot of bodies up here, and then they pull some guys out. They drop some guys. The result is they still get a hit on the quarterback, and he's not able to step in and make an accurate throw. Group that has been trending up, played very well against Rutgers last week, but not so much today.
Hauser's going to keep, and he goes backwards, loses for Mason Graham right there.
They had both guys taken. The linebacker, Colson, is going to have the back, and then Mason Graham is going to have the quarterback. So either option was snuffed out by this Michigan defense, and another tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
That's it. I'd like to see that for a 5th-year senior. Play action for Card, swing it for Deion Burks, finally gets a catch, and bursts forward. Experience, which they've gotten this year, as Mockabee will carry it again and pick up another yard.
3 passing and 2 rushing. That's ridiculous.
Mockabee now in there, and he just gets swallowed up by those interior linemen, including Mason Graham, who has been a revelation once again for this Michigan front.
11th play of the drive that started at the 31. Play fake. Aller looking. Aller back of the end zone. Incomplete. No flags on the play. At the top of your screen. And here's Aller looking for that first down. He may be short. Michigan says he's short.
Ernest Hausman, number 15, needed a couple of yards. They tried to just allow the quarterback, Drew Aller, to get in there, and it looked like someone got that left leg. I think that was number 7, Makari Page, and that's what tripped him up and allowed the rest of the defense to arrive. And you can see that ball never gets to the 35, and Michigan will force a punt.
Aller looking, pulls it down, wants to run. Aller still on the move and finally tripped up from behind by Mason Graham. A 4-yard gain. Brings up 4th and 1.
Well, they already went for it once on this series. You would imagine they would go for it again.
Get this thing to the 4th quarter. Watch out.
First down and 10 at the 22. Hemby breaks it back, crosses the line. Half yard, maybe. Tagovailoa looking at sack. Graham finally gets to him. But so much pressure. Braden McGregor, we've been calling his name all game long.
And it happens again on this loop. Watch, he's going to go upfield, but then go back around. And the key is 55 Mason Graham. Watch how hard he rushes to take 2, and he frees up McGregor, who loops around into the lap of the quarterback. And Michigan's finally able to get some pressure on Tagovailoa.
And they'll hand it off. Henderson. And he'll go nowhere. Drop for a loss. One-score games this year. They won another one yesterday. 1st and 10 at the 25. McCord in trouble. And McCord goes down. Kyle McCord sacked by Mason Graham, the sophomore from Anaheim, California. Loss of 3.
Well, Mason Graham is just so strong. Watch as he's working against Donovan Jackson. He's going to get the edge, and then he rips through with that left hand, and he's able to get to the quarterback and bring him down.
11 at the 19. Hill with time over the middle, incomplete.
I think Jaden McBurrow's there in coverage, but I think this was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Is that Mason Graham? Yeah, you bet. Right off his forehead.
Helmet.
And there's Graham getting a piece of that one. You can see the tip there from the official, and Michigan gets off the field.
That play, unbelievable.
Bond was a big part of the win against Georgia, but that was his only touchdown in the last 5 games. He caught the pass earlier, motions back in. Milroe from the pocket, steps up, escapes. Can he get there with his legs? He'll slide down awkwardly, well short of the marker. That would take a lot of pressure off this offensive line of the quarterback if they can grind it out. But here, Milroe looking to throw on first down, has plenty of time, and fires along the far sideline, incomplete. Second half, the first one spoiled by those 2 low snaps. A handoff to McClellan, who wrestles forward for about 3. Graham tackled him.
For the low snaps from center Seth McLaughlin.
No one's got it again. What can the quarterback do? Bond to the left. McClellan swarmed and dropped to the backfield by Mason Graham, who's had a big game. It's 3rd and goal.
I don't know how many times I got to say Mason Graham's name, but just preparing for this game and watching him. Again, Servite High School out in Orange County in Anaheim. This kid, they said, came in so well schooled as a young player. That time he just got off quicker. He beat Booker off the ball, able to get penetration.
Pressure that they put on Alabama last week with the blitz.
Handoff inside. And Nixon with a short gain. It's so hard to sack. Johnson with that foot cannot really be a 20-25 carry guy. Takes the pitch on the edge. Not much there. It's going to set up 3rd and medium. Mason Graham. Stories of this CFP. Way behind the 6 on 2nd and 22. Penix at his goal line. Flings it across the middle. It's low. McMillan went down for it. Couldn't get it. Incomplete. Throwing touchdown. I love that. Tybo Rogers is the back. Johnson not in there. Pump fake that direction and now just has to lob it up. And it's
intercepted, picked off. Rodgers tried to break it up.
Yeah, Mason Graham does a heck of a job of just the force, the push into Michael Penix. Again, they're not blitzing. This is 4 guys. Look at Mason Graham push him right back into the quarterback. Ball goes up into the air. He tries to throw it away. They'll probably take a peek at this to make sure after the bobble. Good job of finding it and then controlling it. Bridge get the ball out of his hands. Count on yards after the catch.
Tybo Rogers takes the handoff. They run it on 2nd and 10. Johnson, stiff arm, falls forward for about 4. Graham again on the stop. Steps up, delivers a low throw. Again, the pressure got to him, disrupted the timing. Nixon went down low. Again, Mason Graham flooded in there. Across the middle, off the fingertips.